What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest, coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona on this Thursday. It's December 28th, 2017, and this is going to be another MaChO Time video, Max and Champion overview with one of the new 4-star characters, well, new to me to be 4-star champion, but he's been in the game for a little while now. Want to start off by saying, if you're new to the channel, welcome, thanks for joining us. If you're a regular, welcome back. As always, if you like what you see, every like, share, and subscribe is 100% free and always much appreciated. It does help us grow this channel and the Marvel Puzzle Quest community online, as there are not too many YouTubers out there putting out content on a regular basis. So don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell next to it to be part of the instant notification squad on YouTube. And when we hit 300 subscribers, I will be giving away a $25 gift card, either for iTunes or Google Play, depending on which device the winner plays on. If that goal is met by December 31st, which is 3 days from now, we are currently at 271 by my calculations. We need 29 subscribers in 3 days, which is 10 per day, and is, you know, might be asking for a Christmas miracle, but I think that we can definitely do it, or at least add a few closer to it. So with your guys' help and support, I think that's completely possible. And I'd love to give away a $50 gift card instead of 25, but that is going to be up to you guys in a large part for helping support this channel. So before we get started with anything, let's go ahead and claim my new S.H.I.E.L.D rank, as you can see in the top left-hand corner here where it says 98 with a little exclamation. Finally reached rank 98, so that's a 50,000 ISO bonus, and almost to that level 100, just a couple levels away from that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and max and champ Yondu, who I'm very excited about. The Heroes for Hire store had an extra blue cover in it, so I went ahead and dropped the hero points just to get that, and then I had a cover from a previous, I don't know where I got him from, a legendary pull, I think, but I wasn't quite ready to champion him yet. However, today is that day. And then we're going to take a look at the new 4-star in the game, Chavez, which I know some people have been asking about. She's a very unique support and semi-offensive character, but all passive abilities, so we'll get to that. This character, Yondu, I've been really stoked for him. I had a hard time getting covers initially, but I labeled him as a bonus hero, one of my favorited characters, to try to, why am I floating away? Try to get some extra covers for him. So I was able to actually have a Ravager's Ruse, this black ability, cover on deck, and then Centurion Archery, as you can see, this blue cover waiting to be added to level 5, which is one of my favorite abilities in the game, hands down. Just amazing. So we're going to add this in to make him 13 of 13 covers. We have one extra to add in, so we'll be able to not only champion him, but get a legendary token as well for the latest Legends pack. Centurion Archery at level 5 is awesome. It's a 10 blue AP cost, which is very reasonable for the amount of damage. At his current level, well, I'm not even going to get into that because we're going to champion him up first, and then we'll talk about damage levels, etc. and so forth. So he's back here, might as well do 4-star land, make it a little bit easier. He's at 192, so he's right here. And to get him up there, we're going to take 262,000 purple ISO, which I have, I'd say a little bit more than enough, and then 12,500 to make him a champion. Now, even if you don't have extra covers for champions, if you're new to the champion system in the game, this is capable with 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and I guess 5-star, but I've never gotten enough covers ever to champion a 5-star, but I'm sure it can be done. So some of you may be in that realm of 5-star champion land, and I clearly am not. So that being said, even without an extra cover, like I said, I have that extra black one to level up and get that legendary token. As a champion, you can upgrade and change abilities without extra covers whenever you like. So I can make him a 4-4-5 build. I can make him a 4-5-3-5 build. I can do anything that I like here, and it doesn't cost extra covers, and it doesn't cost any ISO. He is still at that 13 cover mark. I don't know why it keeps taking me back out there. but he should be at 270 right there. And of course, value, damages, heals, all that stuff is going to be increased. So we are going to take that latest Legends recruit token, and that puts him at 271. 4 stars. That just tells you what that is. Some 4 stars are now getting 5-star rewards at certain levels. You do get lots more legendary tokens, which is a chance for more 4 and 5-star characters. Definitely a bunch more command points with each, about every third level or so. It does not look like Yondu has a 5-star counterpart set up, because we would be seeing it mixed in with these other rewards. Hopefully, though, that is something that is implemented in the future. The good thing about it is that when characters are added as 4-star champion rewards for a 5-star reward, then if you've passed that level already, Marvel Puzzle Quest is going to automatically include that into your roster rewards. So I had that with Medusa, where I was able to actually get a Black Bolt 5-star reward, or I think 1 or 2. And so those went straight into my rewards right away as soon as that implemented with the patch. So they don't leave those players behind who have already made that progress, which is really nice. So now let's take a look at those abilities at 13 of 13 covers and at level 271, which is his first champion level above max. Yakka Parachute is a passive yellow ability. If you make a match 4 or greater and Yondu is below 30% health, creates a 3-turn yellow countdown tile which restores 1039 health each turn if one does not exist. If I put this at level 5, this would set the bar to below 50% health, still a match 4 or greater, and it creates a 4-turn yellow countdown tile which restores 1804 health each turn, which is quite a bit more overall health if you can keep the countdown tile alive. There's a lot of stipulations for this ability to trigger, meaning you have to be below health, you have to make a match 4, it has to be a countdown tile which doesn't get matched away. That's why I prefer to have this at 3, because it's really unreliable and I don't want to put all my eggs into that basket, especially considering the outright just the superiority of these other abilities. That's the word I was looking for. So Ravager's Ruse is a 7 black AP cost, destroys up to 7 AP in the enemy's highest colored AP pool, and creates a strike tile strength 55 for each AP destroyed. So that is up to 7 strike tiles if they have 7 or more AP in a colored pool. You can really use this to your advantage to prevent enemy abilities from being fired, especially certain ones like Human Torch's Flame Jet, where it's using 1 per turn to deal damage and then it just kind of slowly ticks away. You can really drop that overall damage quickly by using this ability. 4-star Blade, who's relying on red to deal his passive damage to a random team member, which at champion levels is a stupid amount of damage, and I've lost entire matches because of that one ability if they are able to get that much red AP. So that's a really handy ability to not only steal AP, create strike tiles. Those can be used with characters like Wasp, can be used with characters who boost tiles, Professor X, Captain America, Sam Wilson version, or the 3-star Falcon. Wasp, I think I said that, they can be fortified with Luke Cage. There's lots of abilities that play into having special tiles on the board. Centurion Archery, which I've been raving about, for 10 blue AP cost, at this level deals now 9,799 damage for 10 blue AP. That's a huge amount of damage with 1 shot. And then it becomes Yakka Assault, which, as a passive ability, at the start of the turn, deals 1609 damage to the enemy with the lowest health. If Yondu takes 1003 damage, this power returns to become Centurion Archery. So if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you know Yondu has this neat little flying arrow that he controls with a whistle, and it takes down enemies left and right at his command. So this is a play on that ability. If he gets hit to the amount of 1003 damage, it reverts back. You have to use it again. But if you can keep this ability alive by either keeping him from getting massive amounts of damage, you can literally just sit and pick enemies from an entire round, from an entire match. It's amazing, especially good for the lower level enemies or waves where you kind of get somebody but not the rest. Works really well. And then if you add in an AoE attack or target somebody who has a higher amount of hit points, bring them down below the others, you can really make short work of them with this ability. So super excited to have a new 4-star champion in Yondu at a 355 build. That's my preferred build. If you have a different build, I'm open to suggestions or why you think yellow would be better. At 12,258 health, that's not a huge pool, but he is a little bit more of a support and then somewhat damage character. As you can see, Moon Knight has 14,000 health. Iceman at the same level, or very similar, at 14,000 health. So Yondu's being at 12,000 is a little bit on the low side, but he's not a powerhouse character. He's more, again, for that support, and then a little bit of chipping away at the enemy with that AP steal and the damage, and then healing himself to stay in the fight. So let's take a look at America Chavez, like I said that we would. So we're going to go to Recruit Heroes. Oh, actually, we'll pull these two latest Legends packs. Chance at 1 in 20 drop rate for bonus heroes of 5-star or 4-star variant, whichever you have selected. Those are the ones I've picked. 1 in 7 draw rate for the 3 most recent 5-star characters, including Gladiator Thor, Classic Gambit, and Matt Murdock Daredevil. And then the 12 most recent 4-star characters with 3 times higher odds for those characters. The other 4-star characters, regular draw rate percentages. It doesn't give you a ratio, but obviously higher odds for these recent ones there. So we have 2 to pick from. We got a Nico Minoru, Try Not to Die, which I need that cover, and we get another Nightcrawler cover, Bamf, which I didn't have his purple cover. Ooh, but we did get a bonus Rogue. Alright, so 3 for the price of 2. I'll take it. I need all of those covers. Quite happy with that pull there. And we're just going to do these 4 stars, then I'm going to save the other 3 stars and 4 stars that I have for a roster update video, which will be probably coming over this weekend. Try Not to Die, yellow 7 AP cost. Creates 2 strength, 40 projectiles. Passively, friendly projectiles strength increased by 15%, but have no effect on Nico. And then when it is its other ability, Heal, which is when I believe that blue countdown tile is on the board. Nico conjures a healing spell, creates 2 strength, 40 projectiles, then restores 185 health for each friendly projectile on the board up to a max of 6 with the same passive effect. At max level 5, strength 64 projectiles, restores 361 health. Friendly projectiles increase by 50% but have no effect on Nico. And then Try Not to Die is a 4 strength, 64 projectiles as well. So that is a 1-1 build for her. I didn't get hardly any covers. Nightcrawler, Bamf, it's level 1 for 7 purple AP cost. Converts up to 4 basic tiles to the color most present on the board. Passively, if the enemy makes a AoE attack or deals team damage to Nightcrawler, make him airborne for 1 turn instead. So that's huge, can help stay alive in fights longer with this ability, even just for the passive. But his ability to create more tiles on the board, whichever is the most color present, can create critical matches, match 5, match 6 or more. It's definitely going to help generate AP if you create those matches. It can help shuffle the board, get rid of some special tiles from the enemy, things like that. At max level is going to convert up to 8 tiles, and then still airborne for 1 turn at AoE. So that goes up 5, 6, 7, and then 8, pretty straightforward progression. So he's a 1-2 build. Rogue, her green ability, Gloves Off, hits level 2 with this one for 5 green AP cost, then becomes Power Siphon. When Power Siphon is on, the enemy cannot generate AP in whatever color is their strongest. Your AP generation is going to, when you match generates double AP and deals double damage. Excuse me. At the start of the turn, if you have 14 AP in this power's color, deals 39-35 damage to the target and 14-19 to rogue. Then this power becomes gloves off again. At max level, it still is a requirement of 14 AP in this color, but the damage increases to 87-30 and is 1182 to rogue. Nothing changes on the other end of it. And oh, I have another cover. I do have another cover in this, so that's going to increase actually to level 3. Damage of 44-17, which is actually quite a big jump, about 500 up from level 2. And then 4 to 5, as you can tell, is a much bigger jump. So she's a 3-3-1 build, slowly but surely getting those covers. And Devil Dino, and might as well, he's a champion, so it's not like I'm adding anything new. Some command points, so he's at 276, sitting at just under 20,000 health at a 4-star, is ridiculous. He is a tank, and his abilities are not the greatest in the game, but he does help definitely in a pinch. So now we're going to go to Recruit Heroes, and we're going to talk about America Chavez. So best place to look at this is you can go to American Friends Vault and pick here. You can see the rest of her abilities, as well as in the roster, I believe you can go in and pick, but you can potentially get your first cover here if you're lucky enough to pull one of, I think it's 80 covers or 80 rewards in that vault. But Punch Everyone is a passive red, and this is going to increase match damage for each AP she has in that particular color. So if you have 5 red AP, for example, and you match red again, you're going to increase the amount of damage that you deal versus if you had 1 in this. And that's something that's going to multiply up at level 5 to 30% for each AP. So if you have 5 AP, that's 150 match damage, which is huge compared to 5 times 7 is 35, for example. So that's something that if you have abilities that are, an ability like this would require you not to use other colors for this. So waiting till the end of the fight to use certain abilities, this is definitely going to help deal more damage the more you can get of the same kind, but then it is also going to take away from matching other colors, so it has a little bit of a trade-off, but it can get stronger as the fight goes on. Ticket to the Multiverse is a yellow passive ability that she has. Again, these are all passive. America kicks open a star portal to launch a sneak attack on the enemy. When you make a match 4 or greater, creates 2 trap tiles in that color. When America has trap tiles in at least 3 colors, remove them and deal 926 damage, plus generates 1 AP in each of those colors that is removed. So potentially getting like 3 AP in 1 of each color. At max level of 5, still same stipulation of a match 4 or greater being made, creates 2 trap tiles in that color. When America has trap tiles in at least 3 colors, removes them, deals 2834 damage, and this is all at level 70, which is base level for a 4-star, and generates 3 AP in those colors, so potential of 9 AP, 3 for each color, plus a huge jump in damage from 926 up to 2834. Fear Not, Mi Gente is a green passive ability, and this one is if you have more AP than the enemy team in at least 4 colors, creates a critical tile. If you have more AP than the enemy in at least 5 colors, also deals a little bit of damage at level 1. As you progress up, this is going to create more damage, still the same stipulation of 4 and 5, and then at level 5, this is where it gets crazy that it drops to at least 3 colors instead of 4. Creates a critical tile if you have more AP than the enemy in 5 colors, that part's the same. Also deals much more damage, about 10 times the damage of 2097. So this one for sure would be a great ability to have at level 5. If I had to have my choice for her, I think 5-3-5 is a good build just based on the amount of damage that you can do extra with this one. It's basically like Thanos' purple ability where he deals extra match damage, but it's a countdown tile. This is all the time. So that makes it very strong, and like I said, can deal a lot of extra damage. This one, it is an AP generating ability, which can be big, but you have to wait for match 4s, which aren't always available when you'd like them to be. Creates 2 trap tiles, which you have to have a set of 3. So this is, again, just like Yondu's. It's a very situational dependent ability. But the potential to deal passively 2834 damage and generate AP, maybe. Dealing 1435 at base level, this is going to scale up, of course. Generating 2 AP in each color at level 3, which is where I would probably put her. That's still 6 extra AP, and 2 AP can really make the difference for some abilities. And then this ability is just creating critical tiles randomly on the board. Can create other critical tiles. You can get some huge board cascades, lots and lots of extra critical damage, and also dealing damage 2097. If you have more AP than the enemy in 5 colors. I mean, that is definitely something that is possible, especially with some of the goon or NPC type characters where they have abilities that they generate AP in. They might get matches from tile cascades or from other abilities that fire. There's definitely some potential for that as well. She is affiliated with Team Heroes. It's ironic that she is not a part of Team Cap, as she is a Captain America spin-off character. But go figure. I guess that's what they wanted to do with it. So that is America Chavez, the newest 4-star Captain America variant from the Young Avengers. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining and informational. If you did, don't forget to click that thumbs up button to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already for a chance at that $25 or $50 gift card giveaway. And again, hope everybody has a safe New Year's coming up. I believe tomorrow is Crash of the Titans, so I will be posting another video between now and New Year's. But in the case that you see this video and don't see the next one, Happy New Year, be safe, happy 2018, and until next time, as always, keep on questing, and I'll see you in the next video.